Hello learners, here I am with my new video and I am going to start chapter 3 of standard 10, and this is share and dividends. Children, this chapter is very important for our personal life also, because when you will grow up you want to invest your money in share market. There you need this chapter and it is very interesting. But before solving the sum, we have to understand the concept behind it. What is share, what is dividend, how we'll get profit. Okay, so for that we have to understand few terms related to the chapter. So we are going to discuss about that in this video, and then we will proceed from next video. Please show here. If you will see in your book, these terms are there. First of all, share, then printed value, that is nominal value, then marked value, cash value, then at par, then at premium or above par, then at discount or below par, then dividend. So we are going to up to this point we will discuss in this video, and in next video I will start from dividend, and after second video, when third video will start, then we will solve sums of this exercise 3. So let's see. First of all, I have noted here something about the word share. To start any big business, what we need a large sum of money. Okay, and it is not possible for an individual to invest such a large amount. Then some persons interested in the business join together and form a company. They divide the estimated money required into small parts. Each such part is called a share. Each person who purchases one or more shares is called a shareholder. I hope these lines are easy to understand. I am going to explain also here, just as a text or theory I have written here, so that you may read time and again. For example, I am going to explain this thing. A person has started a business. For this he required 10,000 rupees. Okay children, so he asked 50 different people to give him rupees 200 each. It means 15 to 200 means 10,000 will be there. So he asked 50 different people that give him rupees 200 each. In this way he may collect rupees 10,000 by 50 persons. Okay, to start a business, because 50% into rupees 200 contribution by each person is equals to 10,000. So in this way he must collect rupees 10,000 to start here rupees 200 is share of 50 different persons to arrange rupees 10,000 to start any business. In other words, we can say that rupees 10,000 is been shared by 50 people. Their share is rupees 200. Okay, each person who hold it is shareholder. So there are 50 shareholders and cost of each share is rupees 200. In this case there are 50 shareholders. I am going to explain here. Total amount 10,000, rupees 200, that is the cost of one share, by 50 shareholders. So 200 into 50 is 10,000 rupees. In this way he has collected the money. So what is the name of this rupee? This is face value of each share. Means cost of one share is starting or original cost of the share is rupees 200. And how many persons were there? There are 50 shareholders, or we can say there are number of shares is also 50. So total money required to start a business was 10,000. In this way the money was collected and business is about to start. Now out of these 50 shareholders, 4 persons want to sell his share. Then what? If 4 people thought that no, I want to sell my share to any person, I don't want to do any business. So what he will do or they will do? If they are going to sell their shares, they may be sell on same rate. Maybe these 4 want to sell on same rate, or below the rate, or above the rate. Then what we are calling that we are going to read here. If share of rupees 200 is sold at the same rate, that is at rupees 200, then it is said to be share is at par. You have to memorize these terms. If the real value or face value is 200 and the person is going to sell it on the same rate, then share is at par. There is no profit, no loss. Okay. Second case, maybe the rate of the share will be increased. The person who would want to sell the share, he bought it at rupees 200, but he is going to sell it at rupees 210. Then there is profit of rupees 10 on per share. So if share of rupees 200 is sold at rupees 210, then it is said to be share is at premium of rupees 10, or share is rupees 10 above par. Okay, means there is profit of 10 rupees on every share. Or third case may arrive that, but if share of rupees 200 is sold at the rate of rupees 180, then this is called as what? The share is at discount of rupees 20, or share is below par. Okay, the person who bought and share at rupees 200 but sold it at rupees 180, it means he is in loss, but the person whoever is buying it, he is in profit. Okay, so in this condition we are using these statements, that share is at discount of rupees 20 or share is below the par. So whenever we are going to solve the exercise sums, these statements we will face. So we must understand what is the meaning of this line. Again I will explain you at the last of this video. So let's continue. Now what is investment? If any person bought 5 shares of rupees 200 at par, means what? At same rate. This was the face value, that is the original price, and he bought on the same rate, at same rate. And how many shares he bought? 5 shares. So his investment is equal to what? Face value into number of shares. So what is the face value? Means what is the original cost of the share? That is 200. And how many shares he want to buy? 5. So his investment will be rupees 1000. Okay. So in this case, this is called as investment done by a person. Second example, if any person bought 10 shares of rupees 200 to rupees 20 below par, means what? Face value means original value of share is 200, but he want to buy it at rupees 180, so it is below par, so it is 180. And how many shares he want to buy? 10 shares. So his investment will be rupees 180 into 10, that is rupees 1800. Okay, now I'm going to summarize whatever I have explained till now as a flow chart. See, share is having two values. First is nominal value, second is market value. Here I have given you the detail of nominal value, and here market value. What is nominal value? Try to understand. Nominal value means, for this example, whatever we have learned in previous example, nominal value means at starting whatever is the cost, the original value of share is called as nominal value. Means in last example 200 rupee was the nominal value, while the market value again and again changes. For few person that was 210, for few there was 180, sometime it is 200. So market value keep changing, but the nominal value, it is named as face value or printed value. These all are same thing. Nominal value, face value, printed value, these all terms are same. When the business was started, okay, by any person, any businessman, by any company, at starting whatever the cost of the share, that original value of share is named as nominal value or face value or printed value. These all are same thing, and it always remains constant. Even after so many years, when the company earns so much profit and its cost rise up, still it is said that nominal value of this share is that value which was at starting. So it never changes. And how it is written? Here in last example I have given an explanation that NV is nominal value, short form of nominal value. Here NV of each share is rupees 200. Rupees 200, and how it is written in question in your exercise? Rupees 200 share of a company XYZ. It means this line says that rupees 200 is nominal value or original cost of one share of any company XYZ. Okay. Now coming to market value, what is this? Market value keep on changing. It may be equals to NV, that is nominal value. Maybe it is equals to nominal value, or less than nominal value, or more than nominal value. It depends on profit or loss earned by that company. Or we can say that market value is price of a share at any time. It keep changing. Okay, it depends upon performance of the company. If it is in profit, then market value will rise up. If it in loss, then market value will at low cost. So market value is also denoted as cash value. This is the another name of market value. Market value, cash value, it changes. And nominal value, face value, printed value, these all are same. So market value, in how it is written in our quotient in exercise, it is written as, for example, rupees 200 shares of a company sells at rupees 250. What is rupees 200? It is nominal value. And what is 250? That is market value. Means it's any company whose original price, whose each share original price was 200. Now its market value is rupees 250. Okay. Now, overall, for example, I have written a line and we have to explain. We have to understand what is given here. Rupees 200 share of company XYZ sells at rupees 205. Here, what is the market value of share? Market value is rupees 205, which is present cost. At present, cost of each share is rupees 205. That is market value. Then what is the nominal value? When we are going to for any competition examination, there we are not going to face direct question answers. There you will get these type of objective answer. There is a question and then you have to choose multiple choice answer. You have to give answers. So you have to be clear about the concept of all the chapters, about all the topics in mathematics. Okay. You can't see the normal exercise question answer in competition examination. Yes, they are also part of a competition examination, but proper concept clarification is compulsory if you want to clear competition examination. So coming back here, so if this line is written and someone will ask me that what is the market value of share, according to the question I have written rupees 205. What is the nominal value of the share? It is rupees 200. And share is at premium of rupees 5 because the cost increased. And if it is 200 and this will be 180, means share is below the par. Okay. Or if the nominal value and market value both are 200, then we have to write the share is at par, means there is no loss, no profit. Okay. So try to understand about this word at par, at premium, at discount. What are these things? See children, if nominal value is equals to market value, means there is neither profit nor loss, then share is called at par. Okay. And if nominal value is less than market value, it means price of the share increased. Okay. So share is called at premium or above par, means it price is raised now, means company is in profit. And if nominal value is greater than market value, it means cost of the share decreased, it means company is in loss. So share is called at discount or below par, means below the original cost. Okay children, so in this video I am going to finish this video up to this point, and in next video I am going to start dividend. That will be my second video, and after that I will start exercise questions. So you properly see all the definitions